guess I could kind of answer the question as experience that I've had, or like feedback from other people that have given me like confirmation on the art, or the path that I do. I guess I think a lot of those. I show a lot of the art that I do at different like music and art festivals and international festivals around the world. So I have the ability to really like interact one-on-one with a lot of people. And so there have been numerous cases where I've had someone come up and explain to me an experience they had, or how looking at a piece helped them process something or move through things. You know, I did a piece for one of my friends, Tifa, that passed away a few years ago, and she was cremated, and so this piece became the center point at her funeral and her ceremony. And I knew that this piece meant so much to her parents and her friends, because even though they weren't able to have a body there to look at, they were able to see this image that I made that really honored Tifa. You know, that was one of the pieces of art that I made where I felt like that was actually one of the real pieces, one of the only real pieces of art I've ever made, when it has that power to help people process and heal through things. You know, it's like all of us, whenever you meet someone in the world, you know, we all need a certain amount of healing, no matter what. There's an element, we're all born broken to a certain extent, and everyone that you meet, they require healing, and there's two options. You can choose to, well, there's three. You can ignore the person, or you can choose to help and heal them, or you can exploit the need for healing, and those are the choices that we all have. And so when my art can be something that helps heal something, I find that that's really profound, and that's really powerful. I think the most visceral reactions I get from people are from Phaedroid, art form that my wife and I create, because we're able to deliver an offering that comes from the extension and the evolution of all of our greatest gifts. We're able to fuse that together and then offer it directly to an audience. And the experience that we've had from that, or we've had the consistent feedback we get is they do feel that divine inspiration. They feel that heart opening. I've had people that have seen it. I think our one favorite response, there was someone that they stumbled upon it. We do a lot of these at festivals. Some of these are like 3-day festivals, and we do a lot of experimental sessions. And there was one session that a gentleman came, and he didn't see it begin, but he came halfway through it, and he saw it. And he stumbled onto this scene where I had multiple dancers and these like particles like coming off of their body, and sometimes it can get very like interdimensional. And he was so affected. He'd never seen anything like it. And that's important. I think to introduce a new meme to people is very important, because that inspires more memes to happen, which just kind of keeps the whole novelty engine going. But his particular response to it, he was so taken back by it that he didn't have, in the state of mind he was in, he didn't have any point of reference to compare it to, and it was so overwhelming to him that he had to leave and throw up, because it readjusted himself on such a deep level. His body didn't have any reaction to deal with that, but to actually throw up. So we thought that was a pretty cool reaction. If we can get people to like throw up or urinate themselves or any sort of like bodily excrement, if we can somehow, that's like,